BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma crossed a line in a televised debate, causing much embarrassment for the Indian government worldwide. As a result, the ruling party suspended her. But what are the things that you as a citizen should keep in mind when speaking about such sensitive topics? What is the Lakshman Rekha? What does our law say about this? When does the speech cease to be merely become a hate speech and become blasphemous? To understand all about this, I am joined here with Samanvay Rautre. So Samanvay, what exactly is the Lakshman Rekha and what does our constitution say about this?
See, our laws are very clear, both the IPC and the constitution. We are a multicultural, pluralistic country. And so no one should hurt religious sentiments of any community. That is a strict no-no. Now, there are several IPC provisions which make speaking out against any other religious community an offense. The Constitution also makes it clear that we have to work towards fraternity between citizens and work towards integrity and unity of the country. So the law is very clear.
So, which specific sections of the IPC make such a statement an offence?
Yes, there are multiple provisions in the IPC which make such statements an offence. There's 153A, there is 295A, and of course there are multiple court rulings on this also, which make it very clear that free speech has to be within its limits. And the limit is not hurting other religious groups' sentiments. 153A, for example, says that those who indulge in wanton vilification of any religion, race, or of any particular class or group, or the founders or prophets of a religion. So it is very clear. Okay. You cannot speak against any founder of any religion or prophets of any religion. All these are punishable offenses. And you can be arrested without a warrant in these cases. Punishment is all in this 153A punishment is till 3 years. We, of course, as a secular country, don't have a blasphemy law.
Okay. So, if you can take us through what are the ingredients of section 153A? What exactly makes it an offence? What offences come under section 153A?
See, any act that is prejudicial to the maintenance of harmony between different groups and can disturb public tranquility is an offence. So if you cause fear or alarm or feeling of insecurity among members of any religious, racial, language or regional group or caste, a community by use of criminal force or violence against them, that is an offence under 153A. Section 295 and 295A speak about other things.
So we have seen instances of places of worship being defiled and destructed. So does section 295 come under this?
Yes. This 295 is squarely attracted in all such cases. It's a different issue that sometimes the police do not act in larger public interest. You arrest a few people, it will cause a bigger law and not a problem. As usual, implementation is lax, but section 295 makes destruction, damage, defilement of any place of worship or object held sacred with intent to insult religion of a class of persons, a punishable offence. It can be punished with 2 years and fine or both. These have been enacted to ensure that people respect each other's religious sensibilities and different communal groups reside in harmony in this country. 295A is actually the biggest armory, so to say, in the armory of the police.
So, how strict is 295A for those who have been slapped with this section?
So India is a secular country, so we do not have a blasphemy law. The closest is section 295A. It is actually called the Indian variant of the blasphemy law. It says that any deliberate malicious act intending to outrage religious feelings of any class by insulting its religious beliefs. So you have to maliciously, deliberately hurt any other community's feelings by any sign, visible representation or otherwise. And the object is to punish deliberate malicious acts intended to outrage the feelings of any class of citizens. 4 years with fine or both. So depending on the court. You can be arrested without a warrant and it's a non-bailable, non-compoundable offence. So it is very, very strict. So the law is very strict that when you speak out against anything, or you even in arguments, or you have to stay within the limits of free speech. The limits are whatever will not hurt the feelings of others, other communities, and also will not create a law and order problem.
So yeah, that's the main issue about free speech and taking it to Section 295A. So where does it end and where does it start? So how long? What is the Lakshman Rekha for free speech?
The Lakshman Rekha obviously is very clear. We live in a multicultural society, a multi-religious society. The differences are huge. So you are not expected to tread on another person's shoes. You are supposed to go about your life in a very simple way and a peaceful way. So as soon as you speak against another community, you create a law and order situation. You create a situation where the other person will retaliate. And therefore, although there is no blasphemy laws, like in a theocratic state like say Pakistan or even Bangladesh, you cannot speak anything against the religion of the state and the prophet and all these things. India, we do not have specific laws, but the IPC sections make it very clear that when you speak, you ensure that you do not hurt others' religious feelings, and that is the Lakshman Rekha, unless you want to land in trouble with the law and police.
So Samanvaya, can you please take us through some of the court rulings? What are some of the precedents where the courts have said anything about Section 295A?
The courts in India, unlike in the West, are very, very conservative when it comes to ensuring free speech. We are not one of those democracies where free speech is above everything else. Because of the huge differences in our country, courts are also very particular in drawing a line. The line is you do not hurt other religious sentiments. And in one case, the court has actually upheld the validity of Section 295A, saying that free speech is only to the extent that you do not hurt others. And in another case, very interesting case, Justice Deepak Mishra was hearing a case in which a Marathi poet had written a poem, a very sarcastic poem, a satire actually, in which he had sharply criticized Gandhi in very rude language, rude and crass language. In that case, the court said that you criticize Gandhi, but he's a national icon. So you cannot abuse abusive words while even to praise it or criticize him. So the line is actually very clear. In a democracy, you have to live and let live. Courts have said that anything that is an incitement to violence, to lawless action, to creating public order situations are a no-no.
Exactly. So laws are there, but implementation is the key. The police has all the arsenal. It all depends how they use it. So thanks, Samanvaya, for explaining all of these provisions. While we are discussing about it, Emperor Ashoka cautioned his citizens against this several centuries ago. Tired of the constant fighting between citizens on the grounds of religion, race, caste, and language, he warned citizens in one of the rock edicts to criticize one's faith and respect that of others. Centuries later, Indian citizens must learn to heed his advice or risk falling foul of the law, especially when it is fashionable to make fun of another person's religion. Thanks for watching this video. Did you like this video? If you want us to do more such videos, please give your ideas in the comment section. Thanks, Samanvaya. Thanks a lot.